As another new year approaches, it is normal to be preparing some New Year's resolutions or goals for the year ahead. And if the idea of all of this gives you the heebie-jeebies, because we all know how easily resolutions are broken and ambitious New Year goals not attained, then this video is for you, because today I wanted to have a real talk about goals, those aspirations that we set for ourselves, and the ones that can either lift us up or at times leaving us feeling a bit defeated. I've been there in that space where the goals I set seemed so promising at the start of the year, but somewhere along the line I found myself falling short. Maybe you can relate to that. It's obviously not about dwelling on the misses, it's about learning from them, but that is easier said than done. Alternatively, what if you've actually hit those professional milestones and still fulfillment feels quite elusive? What if those wins, well, they seem a bit hollow or short-lived? And if that resonates with you, stick around, because this will be helpful for you as well. Now, if we haven't met before, I'm Lara Meyer, a researcher turned coach, and I help overthinkers move from analysis to action so that they can achieve their goals and dreams. And in my own process of setting goals, missing some, achieving others, but maybe feeling flat, I've explored what works to make working towards your goals more enjoyable and fulfilling. And spoiler alert, it's not having even bigger and better goals. It's about taking a totally different approach. So here are 5 strategies that make goal setting and working towards them so much more fun and sustainable. So, first one, re-evaluate and reframe. It's all about adjusting those goals to better suit your current circumstances. You want to make them challenging yet achievable. I'd really ask yourself, do you really care about what it is you're working towards? Or is it some external status-driven thing that looks great on a vision board or plan, but it misses the mark when it comes to connecting to your personal purpose and priorities in life as a whole? Having that strong connection will make it so much easier to continue. Second strategy is celebrating your small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. It's the little victories that build the foundation for bigger success, and I really cannot overemphasize the importance of this. Now, I pushed back on this for so long personally, and all I can tell you is that when I celebrated like I was a lottery winner, even though I'd made just a smallish win, like getting a call back from a high-profile target client, something shifted inside of me. Feeling that buzz actually enabled me to take other action steps that kept up the momentum towards my goals. Seek support and accountability is the third strategy. Sharing your journey with someone you trust is crucial. Now, this could be a friend or family member, or a mentor or a coach. Having that support from someone whose only wish is to see you succeed and help keep you on track can make all the difference. And I really encourage you to know yourself. Do you work well with tough love? Pick someone who's going to give that to you and not let you off the hook. If you know that you work better with more of a cheerleader, kind of celebrating you for all the small things that you don't even see, pick someone who can give that to you. Importantly, choose someone who you enjoy spending time with, so it's fun and not a chore on your weekly or monthly check-ins. My fourth strategy is all about adjusting the timeline. Often we put ourselves under so much pressure to achieve certain things by certain dates. If it's too much pressure, give yourself the gift of time. And now, this doesn't always mean making your timeline longer. Counterintuitively, it could mean making it shorter. Making your timeline shorter, but doing a single step of the phase or process. Then you can celebrate that step and set another short timeline goal next. Achieving your realistic goals over a more achievable timeline is a real game changer. And the final one I want to share with you is focus on the process, not the outcome. Outcome focus can lead to utter misery, particularly if things are not going well, and leave us feeling paralysed about how to get unstuck. So embrace the journey, find meaning in your day-to-day efforts, and really appreciate the lessons that you learn along the way. The biggest shift for me in goal setting was moving away from hard external metrics like social media followers or comments, and instead focusing more on the actions that I was taking and how that made me feel. My aim is to feel confident and have fun in all that I do. So if I haven't felt like that during a project, that's something to investigate. And, having fun doesn't have to mean being frivolous or having a wild time, but simply staying in positive emotions, being curious about the process that you're working on, getting creative, bringing yourself some self-compassion when things are tough. I know if I'm doing this and committed to the actions, then I am winning. Now, if you're watching this as the end of the year draws closer and maybe feeling a bit defeated by some of the goals that you haven't achieved, then I want to remind you that that is okay. You're really not alone. But I am challenging you right now to think differently about goal setting with those 5 strategies that I discussed. How might you write your goals for next year differently with that in mind? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, the growth, the learning. And very often your journey towards one goal leads you to somewhere different, unexpected, but utterly brilliant as well. And staying open to that is fantastic. So take the time to reflect on the past year. What are your lessons telling you? It's a really powerful exercise to look back at the goals you met and the goals that you didn't and how you felt along the way so that you can really embrace the goals that you're setting for the future. And if you'd like my free workbook on alternative goal setting, then you can get it in the comments below. And the final thing that I'd love to just share with you is devote enough time to this exercise. It's really, really worth it. Be clear about what your past is telling you. Embrace the goals and visions for the future. Reflection leads to intention. You can be so much more intentional when you put the right amount of time into this. I know you've got this, and I'm cheering you on your journey and the amazing chapters yet to be written. If this has been helpful, like and subscribe for more.